The dictionary has produced a lot of words, a few words that we use, like I am, but you feel me? All these words. But there's two words in this lifetime that like it just encompasses my life. You got consistency and you got discipline. The letter C and you got the letter D. Hold on. D. Consistency and discipline. If you ask someone, oh, if you want to make it far in this life, what's your best advice? That person may tell you just be consistent. If you ask someone, what do you think brought you from this point to this point in your life? Someone may tell you just being disciplined. But regardless, these two words will take you so far. Being consistent and being disciplined and whatever you got going on, that's the magic formula right there. That's all you need. That's all you need. You was hoping you was going to get a crazy answer. No, the answer is consistency and discipline. You got C, you got D. Man, like forget perfection. That's one thing about people, man. People think to be consistent, that means you got to be perfect in everything you're doing. No, consistency is just about showing up every single day. One day you might be hitting it 100%. The next day you might be hitting it 60, 72, 80, 40. You're still hitting it. You're still showing up versus 100% one day, then 100% 5 days later, then 100% 3 days. I'm telling you, the person that's consistent is going to beat that person that's only striving for perfection. Throughout consistency, you're going to start to get better and better and better at what you're doing. Then you're going to start hitting them 100 level efforts consistently on a daily basis and whatever you got going on. To me, consistency, man, if this applies to me right now, I'm trying to get lean this year. That's the goal. I'm trying to get lean. Consistently, I have to be eating healthy. Consistently, I have to make sure that I'm tracking my macros on a daily basis to, well, actually, I don't even gotta do that. Because if I eat the same things every single day consistently, I know what my macros is. My macros is consistent. Like Shay said, his whole life been consistent. If you're consistent, you don't gotta worry about perfection because it's gonna come regardless. Because consistently, you're just gonna get better and better and better. Consistent is such an amazing word. Like someone need to just make a brand and call it consistent. It's gonna sell. That's it. You see people rocking whatever nowadays. Just put consistent. People gonna buy it. I may need to be that person. Hold on. But consistency, man, it will take you so far in this life. Just show up every day. That's my motto. To show up is half the battle. Once you show up, just do what you got to do because you're already there. Just show up every single day and be consistent. And that just reminded me there's a third word I got to throw in at the end of this. But first is consistency. Now, second is discipline. Being disciplined. Discipline is a mental thing, really. 100 people can be doing the same thing, but who's not gonna give up? Who's gonna stick in there when they get boring? Who gonna stick in there when it gets tough? Who's the one? When you start doing something for so long, you forget that you're even disciplined. And it just becomes routine at that point. I wake up every single morning to go to the gym, 5:25 a.m., right? Before it was 6 a.m. But it's not that much of a difference just because I've been waking up early majority of my life. I tell people this, sometimes they look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what are you doing waking up at that time? Go to sleep, get some sleep. For me, I know what my body's expecting next week. I said next week. I know what my body is expecting the next day when I wake up. And I don't even call it discipline because at this point, like I said, it's just routine. I'm just doing what I got to do. But when it comes to starting something new, for example, me eating healthy on a regular, consistent basis, that's when that discipline comes in of, okay, it's Saturday. Could have a 10-piece with fries. I could, but I got a goal to reach. So that's when that discipline comes into play. When times get tough, when things get boring, when things get a little murky, who's going to stick to it? Who's going to be the one that's disciplined enough to stick to the game plan at all times? Not when you feel like it, because when we feel like it, we can do anything in this world. Anyone can do anything if you feel like it, but you're never going to feel like it 100% of the times. So when you don't feel like it, who's still showing up? Who's going to be consistent in their efforts to be disciplined? Who's going to be consistent in their efforts to be disciplined? I'm shaking the camera, my fault. I apologize. Oh, okay. You know what? If the angle a little messed up, my fault. I know we good. Consistency and discipline, it'll take you so far in this world. And the third word that I want to add on top of consistency and discipline, we're just following the alphabet right here. We're skipping a few letters though. Being intentional. I'm telling you, if you consistently showing up and being disciplined and with all those works that you put in and you being intentional with it, I'm telling you, you can't lose. You can't lose. Like you never gonna lose. If you consistent and you disciplined and you're intentional with what you consistently being disciplined about, how are you gonna lose. You can't lose. Now, unfortunately, to society, to social media, I don't really got nothing to show for, right? If you look at my numbers, if you look at, what I've achieved in this social status, it's nothing. So people only listen to you really when you got something going. And then they gonna ask you, oh, how'd you get to this point? And it all stems from what you was doing right now. Only a few people gonna see this, but then later on, if I'm still consistent and disciplined and intentional in my efforts, things like this start to blow. And then they're gonna realize, oh shoot, this is where it came from. This is me telling my future self, keep going. And when my future self see me talking like this, I'm gonna shout out me because I kept going. Shout out you. Being intentional and being consistent and being disciplined. You can't lose in this life, I'm telling you. You can't lose in this life. That's the perfect trifecta, I'm telling you. The best things come in 3. You got the Father, you got the Son, you got the Holy Spirit, you got consistency, you got discipline, you got intentionality, you got me, myself, you got you got earth, you got wind, I lost it. But hey, I don't know why I'm back here too. Let me school back up. Just be consistent in what you're doing. Just be disciplined in what you're doing. And last but not least, be intentional in what you're doing. And you're going to get to where you want to get to. Just give it time. God going to sort it out. Just give it time. As always, God bless. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm going to be back tomorrow.